Hello, everybody. So we're back with One Piece. It's backstory time. It's backstory time. That's all I know about this episode. Is that, like I said, I ended off the last reaction, which was, I think, 11:27, I believe. Yeah, I said I was only gonna come back for the flashback because I believe that's what's after the 11:27 one, and here we are. I don't have tissue. Well, actually, I do have tissues. They're really, really far though. But if I need them, I might grab onto them. But you know what? I've cried on camera before. I know how to wipe them off. I should be fine. I don't think we're gonna get into the really sad parts just yet. Man, I'm making this sound really bad, but it's a bit of a tearjerker. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, you guys know what's happened for this episode, but I believe this will be a two-part thing. Obviously, 11:29 is going to be the start of it, and I believe it's going to continue on into 11:30. Hopefully, not with too many cuts and everything. Usually, Oda or Toei are pretty picky about going in and out of flashbacks. They usually, when they're in a flashback, they stay in a flashback. So, yeah, the whole thing is it's a bit of a ride. It might be a 3-episode thing. So let's just see how this one goes. We're going to start in in 3, 2, 1. Kuma's Pass. Better off dead in this world. Jesus. Alright. Here we go. Forgot how big this guy is. Jesus. He's a large man. Man thing. He's a large man thing. Alright. I love Oda because he always does the guys. One of the guys, whenever there's people running, will always go like hands on their head. It's funny because it's very like old 1900s illustrations of like mass hysteria. That's where I imagine he gets the inspiration. I mean, like most illustrations of mass hysteria or panic are like that, but I just find there's always one. There's always one. I don't know how I felt about that animation. That was a little weird, but sure. Don't you hate when people ask so many questions, but they've like they ran for about maybe like 5 meters, and then they just stopped. They stopped. They turned around. And they started asking questions. The animation's a little interesting. We'll see. It's a little stiff, but okay. That was good, but it's kind of keyframey. That makes it. What the hell? This guy has an axe in his head. Oh, his haircut looks like a log of wood. Maybe I might be right. So he's like a lumberjack, but like a lumberjack victim. Okay, Cyclops. Damn, she took that point blank. You know how fast his hand would have to be moving? Ah! Sanji's pissed. Let's go, Black Leg. You can run faster than that, Sanji. Like, they did him so dirty. They did him so dirty. Ooh. I don't know why I thought this was like body bled for some reason. I got confused. Regeneration. Damn. Even with the manga, I don't know what he hits him with, but it was effective. It was effective. That's what you think. Just wait. Once Nika can eat again, when Luffy gets a full stomach, you're screwed, buddy. Okay. Come on, Sanji. Sanji! Let's go, Frankie! Yeah! Ooh, reactions. He punched the... and then he grabbed them. Yeah, that's... Oh, okay. He said, "My boss has clout. My boss has clout. Let's go." uh, that's funny. That feels like a very pirate thing. That feels, yeah, that feels pretty good. Pretty on brand. Even when your life is in danger, always care about your status. It's like, wait a minute, hold on a second. We might die, but think about it for a second. We're a big deal. It's like, yeah, yeah. As if him being a Yonko wasn't big enough. Okay. Someone is vain and morbid, a bit twisted. Why don't you name who you value from least to most? Whoa, animation got real good there. Luffy took that, actually, if you think about it. He took that pretty well. Rubber or no rubber, I mean. My assumption would be this is hockey related, so I mean, I would imagine the rubber has no impact there. Oh, yikes. This is fucked up. Especially when you consider her age, this is fucked up. Soul suck. That's interesting. I don't know if we saw this outline stuff. Oh. I feel like in the manga I thought it was more like spiritual pressure kind of, but this feels more like yeah, I was gonna say this seems more like mystic. You know what I mean? Hmm. Okay. So much history, man. The lore. Buccaneer. Learning the lore, man. And like, you know, 1,100 episodes later. The holy music in the background. That's funny. Poetic. What a twisted way to kill a person. Like, well, what's necessary? You can just crush her. Ah, shit. No, I'm fine. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Whoa. Oh, boy. Guys, this could be a rough 3 episodes for me. This could be rough. Why did they make the actress sound so cute? No. The actress is doing such a good job. God damn it. 47 years ago. Kuma. Damn, it's a big hand. Bro, this shit happens in the real world too, man. I don't want to get too. I don't want to sound like I'm exaggerating, but this stuff does. Certain parts of the world, this does happen. It's horrible to think. Not this. Just to be clear, a child being born is not what I'm talking about. In case anyone's gonna take that out of context. Wow, yeah, children do get born, Xana. Yeah, is it unfortunate? Yeah, it's really terrible to think about. Like what? Like a kid body, like a margarita. Wait, that's not a margarita. That's a pepperoni. Pepperoni margarita. We still don't get the exact idea of how Catholicism gets, well, not Catholicism, Christianity at the very least gets introduced within this world, but regardless, it exists. 4 years old, and he looks so large. Ah, brother. Oh my gosh. Shit, dude. Holy fuck. Oh my god, dude. Oda, I hate your metaphors, man. It hurts my soul. Makes my body cringe. In pain. God, this father feels like shit. Can't even imagine. This Kuma's just ignorant to it all. He's never gonna see his mom again. Bro. This is crazy, dude. What the hell? Why do I have to feel this? Jesus. It sucks so much because it's like you start thinking about like scenes we've seen similar scenes like this like before in the series, and you think about when Luffy's been there, and you think like this is literally they had faith in Luffy, you know what I mean? Well, not verbatim, it's not Luffy, but it is Nika, you know? Like, bro, if only Luffy was around during this period. Oh, Jesus Christ. It sucks how it's like it's illustrated like a cartoon almost, but yet the pain is like oh bro. It's like oh, I can't help but think like, bro, he doesn't his mom is just gone. And that hurts so much more later. Jesus Christ. That question is hurt. That hurts when I know, like, bro, that question hurts so much more. God damn it. Fuck me. Fuck me, dude. Jesus Christ. The worst part is he's lying. The worst part is I'm pretty sure he's lying. And oh. He is always laughing. That's for sure. He's got the stitches on his eyes too. No, dude. No, man. Oh my god. This is the last thing he sees. Jesus Christ. Fuck. That was done so well, though. I'm gonna say it right now. If I hadn't read the manga, I think everyone just got a heart attack. It's terrible. That's terrible. That's probably the most memorable part of this episode. is that part right there. Dude, the pacing, I don't think I'm ready for how fast. I get it's a long story, but like I need like my heart needs to take a break, dude. Oh, it's gonna be torture. I can't even get excited that we're seeing God's Valley. Like, oh, dude. This world is insane. This world is absolutely batshit insane. It's crazy. Interesting. Oh, shit. Let me. Oh, wait, he's. Oh. Oh, he's blonde. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Interesting. He's blonde. Okay. Alright. Is Kuma leaving? He's got the target on his back too. Bro, Kuma lost both his parents at the age of 4. Dude. He's in some foreign land just running. He's never even been anywhere else besides where his home was. He's lost both his parents in some foreign place. He's been moved for God knows how long. Oh, he's so strong too, though. That's fucking terrible. You can all leave. Bro, this oh my god. This, oh, dude, it's such a serious topic. Such a serious topic. Fuck me. Imagine being a kid in Japan and watching this on your TV. Like, Dad? It's crazy. Yeah, well, could have all ran too. He looks just as stupid as a kid. I'm so sorry. He looks so funny. Mm-hmm. Dang. Who the hell were their parents? Like, I got so many questions. I think it's pretty obvious who this person is. Someone in the comments is like, Bonnie? In question. I feel like I feel like someone would troll in the comments and be like, right. Oh, Ginny. Well, so much for that. Sorry, I just made myself laugh. Yeah, Bonnie, right? That was a good episode. Jesus, got me emotional. Oh my god. Whew. I went from nearly crying to laughing my heart out. That was a very good episode. Oh, next episode's gonna be such a good episode too. I didn't cry. Oh Jesus, I was close though. I was so close. I think I was close twice, but regardless, very good episode. Yeah, man, that that bullet scene was crazy. I mean, you see the gun, but like that was fast, and the spill on his face too. That is definitely the most shocking part of the episode. That I'm sure people look through all the reactions to see that, but I'm not gonna lie, the part that my heart, dude, I had to hold it together was when he said your mom is dead. Because it's funny because at first when I first got exposed to this, I think that part it doesn't impact me nearly enough, right? Like I was like, oh, this is fucked up, right? And I know obviously, the dad's gonna die, right? Because if the mom dies, well, you know what's gonna happen sooner or later. But we don't see it, right? So you assume it's like off screen. Now I could be wrong, right? People in the comments, there's no guarantee that his mom actually didn't die, but without going into it too much, the story kind of makes you think more on that event and probably what Kuma's father was feeling in those moments. Not the exact same things, but similar feelings are going to be felt throughout this story, and it's fucking atrocious, dude. It really makes me think of if you guys remember film Gold, the origin story of that guy was actually pretty sad, but they never went into it in great detail. Also because the character was not super deep and complex, but the flashbacks were pretty sad. They were really, really, really sad. And it always has to do with the Celestial Dragons, which... what a lovable bunch. Am I right? Jesus. But yeah. A lot of retrospective is going to be had. I think that's a good word. A lot of retrospective is going to be had with this flashback that's going to make us think a lot, and it's going to be very uncomfortable. But I mean, the topics, like I said, like they're very serious, which, God, it's like this is what makes Oda really good at writing. Apart from the poor pacing, you know, he's a lover of world building, so I'm not gonna blame him for it. I guess payoffs in the long term doesn't hurt too much, but it's Jesus, like brother needs to pace things a little better. But when it comes to translating real world and making metaphors, right, figurative language and imagery and all these things from things we know in the real world. He's done this before, whether it's foreigners, right? Whether it's isolationism, whether it's slavery, right? With this one, there's a lot of topics Oda has wrestled through. Corruption, right? Through many years, right, of Oda's writing. What the reason why people say One Piece's peak is because Oda really just has targeted almost everything, many things, right? And I don't know. This one always messes me up. I don't know why. Like this one always messes me up. Like corruption is terrible. I like Alabasta, that arc, you know, I understand. And isolationism has vast consequences. I'm well aware of that. I mean, you can make the Japan comparison because that's a very one-to-one literal thing. But to be honest, I don't think that's actually the most accurate interpretation of what Wano is actually representing, which is a lot of countries that actually do face isolationism, but because of corrupt reasons, right? Of somebody that is in power that shouldn't be in power, right? There's, again, I don't want to, you know, like you can put the pieces together, right? There's a lot of countries that are like that. I think those are more appropriate comparatives, despite the fact that it has a very Japanese aesthetic, and you know, I obviously isolationism is something that Japan is very well of, but that's more of the sort of the people's choice. I don't know the history of Japan too much to be speaking on that, but I think there would be better comparatives if you were to look at Kaido, right? If you were to look at Kaido and the impact of isolationism, it's a bit complex, but without going too much on a rant on that, this topic, this topic hurts. This topic hurts so much, dude. It hurts so much because we're talking about child slavery. We're talking about we're talking about extreme, prejudice, but in the sense of like, I mean, you started off with Buccaneers, right? Like, you telling the doctor to lie or keep a secret as to their actual heritage, right? Like where they come from. I mean, we all think of things like from a physical standpoint, right? Like of, the color of the person or whatever, right? We think of racism and physical features to identify the more direct forms of prejudice that we think of. But generally, like, there's a lot of people that look not too far from each other, but keep themselves very hush-hush of who they are, where they're from, because those around them would do this to them. And I'm not kidding, right? So it hurts thinking about that. That literally happens to this day. So yeah, it's a lot to take in. But I don't want to get too heavy on the topic. I feel like, it's an anime. Let's have some fun. I like the action from last reaction. That was fun, right, guys? But yeah, no, this is by far probably the saddest flashback I have ever seen in One Piece, and so I just want us to all get ready for that, because if you thought it was bad now, holy shit. Yeah, but like, this part is bad, don't get me wrong, but the other parts are just as bad. I'm not gonna say it's gonna get much worse, but it's just as bad. It doesn't slow down. So yeah, let's get prepared for that. But there's happy points. So we're gonna learn more about Kuma's history. I mean, 47 years, he's lived a long life. I'm sure there's high points. There are high points and points. So you know what? Let's look forward to that as well. But jokes aside, if there is something in the comments you guys want to put down, feel free. Obviously, I will read them, and I will, have fun to just figure out where you guys are at in terms of your opinions. And obviously, if I miss stuff, that would be great too. I tend to make comments about when this was happening in the manga, and very often people have reminded me that I remember things very poorly. And you know what? I don't blame them, because this is like 10 months ago or whatever this chapter came out. So it's been a long time for me. But yeah, I don't take it personally. I understand, I make mistakes, but I appreciate you guys putting it down in the comments, not just for me, but for everyone else, to make sure that it's like, hey, this guy was wrong, actually. Don't listen to him. In which case I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I am wrong. My bad. But yeah, if you guys obviously like the reactions, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. I will say with the subscribing thing, I will only say this with One Piece, because I don't really say it anywhere else in my videos, because I find it a little obnoxious when people do this, but I just want to let it be known and put it out there. It will help a lot more if you guys hit the bell when you hit subscribe, so you guys actually get notified. I know some people recently have been saying that they're finding it really hard to see my videos for some reason, and I'm like, you know what, the game's the game. I'm not gonna pretend to understand the algorithm. So yeah, man, if you hit the bell as you subscribe, I usually say subscribing is enough, but you know what, if you hit the bell, that's the best way. It literally gives you a notification. Obviously, I upload more than just One Piece, so I usually veer away from that, because I think it would be obnoxious if you see content that you're not asking for. But at the very least, that is literally the best thing I can do for you guys, is suggest that. So hopefully that works. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Obviously, whenever that is, that will probably be next week. So I'll see you guys then. Hope you guys have a good one. Take care, peace, and goodbye.